Hey, it's all about quality, not about quantity. Right? Let's get back to another round of Brewsday Tuesday with DrezZ and Huck.
You always shake your head at that rejoin. I guess I need to edit it. It's about quality and quantity, is it not?
It's about quantity and quantity.
Quantity and quantity.
Yeah.
The more the merrier. It is Brewsday
Tuesday. The bigger the
better. Round number 2. Huck from Huck's Beer Buzz is with me per usual, and he brought some Barleywines back from the Midwest.
You're expanding your horizons.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've had some Barleywines before in my time, although I feel like most of the ones I've had, I've been drinking with you. So I'll give credit where credit is due there. But for those of you that don't know what a barley wine is, can you help explain it a little bit more, Huck?
Yeah, barley wine's a big, strong ale that goes past, it's like, I guess in the hierarchy of beer, you have Pilsners, and then you have pale ales, and then you have IPAs. So this is the next level, the barley wines. A lot of people that are coming from Pilsners will taste the barley wine and go, yuck, because it's got a lot of hops, it's got a lot of alcohol, it's got usually some flavoring.
What about how it's actually made? I know you said that last one was soaked in a wine barrel. Is that how all barley wines are made? Is that what makes it a barley wine?
That was just a barrel-aged version. I think that it's part of the grain profile that's used makes the barley wine. The high alcohol, this is 11.1. This is a big beer.
Yeah, I was saying, speaking of, I just took a sip. What is this that I'm sipping right here?
This is called Barleywine Ale from Epic Brewing. Epic out of Denver, Colorado, and Salt Lake City. So I visited the Salt Lake City branch. Actually visited twice.
Which one came first? Is that like their?
I think that Denver came first because I've had most of their beers. Mm-hmm. So I grabbed some beers I hadn't had, and this was one of them. And I knew that we were going to do a barley wine day one day, and that's today.
It is. The day has come.
The day has come.
Barleywine Ale.
Barleywine Ale.
From Epic.
Yeah, Epic's really good.
Epic, I mean, obviously, I feel like the name says it all.
So we discussed in the first segment Salt Lake City in Utah. So at Epic, they have a bar with 7 seats and a full menu. I mean, really good food, like they make sandwiches on big giant.
7 seats at the bar?
Yeah, 7 seats only.
So there's literally nowhere, like there's no tables or nothing? No. There's just 7 seats?
No, you go in and they have a big room with coolers all across the front and all their souvenirs. And then there's this little hole in the wall. And there's 7 seats and you all kind of crowd. It's like 2 levels, 5 and 2. And then the girls back there, the ladies back there making sandwiches and soup. They had sandwich soups. I had a charcuterie. So, I mean, everything you can imagine food-wise was really good. They were out of soup. We got there a little late. They closed at like 8. We got there like 7:30. But they made us a sandwich and the charcuterie, and we put the remains of the 2 in the box and had for lunch the next day. There was so much food.
Oh, damn.
So, yeah. But you have to buy the food to get the tasters. But then you can have all the tasters you want.
Oh, well, then that's a good deal right there. And if the food's good.
That was like during the working part of our week. I think it was Tuesday night. We finished up Wednesday and left. So we went to bed early. Of course, we were on East Coast time. So it'd be 10 o'clock there, 8 o'clock there was just 10 o'clock here. So we were going to bed it didn't get dark till like 10, but we tried to go to bed like at 9. All the hotels had blackout curtains because the sun's up for like 15 hours a day.
So they have to out there, right?
Yeah, unbelievable. And the sun is so bright. Look at my tan. I mean, I didn't even work on it.
Get a little sun.
I didn't even work on it. It's like, you could probably cook a chicken on the roof of your car just driving around. It was so.
What was the average temperature up there? Because, I mean,
While I was there, during the day, it was 92. The average was 98 one day and 91 and 93.
Oh, my gosh.
And then when we finally got to, we went to Wyoming, went to Yellowstone. Even in Yellowstone, it was in the 80s. But coming home on Saturday, we started driving back from Bozeman, Montana, down along the other side of the mountains, coming by, kind of running by.
Well, you didn't drive all the way back, did you?
We drove from South Salt Lake City to Bozeman, which is 7 hours. No, we flew in.
You cut it, yeah, but you cut the drive down.
Yeah, it took us 2 days to get up there because we went through Yellowstone, Texas. We were 13 hours driving, and we may have stopped for a beer. Liz had one. I'm sure I didn't. And 13-hour drive to Yellowstone. We saw all the major things. We saw Old Faithful. And Liz took a picture and said, "Oh, Old Faithful with my Old Faithful." Mm-hmm. Oh, that's sweet. And then we went to the Prismatic Springs. And that's the you know what I said last time, the bad word. It is it.
Yeah.
It's the poop.
It's the S.
Perfect, yes. And so then we went, the lower Yellowstone Falls from Artist Point is where they drew this painting and they took it to Congress, and that's why Yellowstone exists. And I took 100 pictures of it, but the pictures don't even do it justice. It's like Niagara Falls, only better, smaller but better. But the fall is about the same, I think. And just the cloud of stuff coming up the bottom, and just amazing geology there.
So that's why we were talking about, you're talking about taking pictures and trying to upload the photo stuff. Like, that's why for me, honestly, I don't even take that many pictures. I just try and live in the moment, because you'll take these pictures and it'll be great, maybe to try and remember. Like, if I go on vacation or if I go to a festival, I mean, well, not now because with the station and stuff, but like, I vacationed in Costa Rica for like a week. I think I took 15 pictures.
Yeah, but I was in a place where everywhere was a vista and a photograph. And I'm like, at my age, could be my last run.
Aww.
No, I've had a good run, believe me. I've had a lot of fun. But I took a lot of pictures just because it is so amazing. I mean, like I say, anywhere you go is a picture. But my friends up there were like, go to this place, go to that place. We went all these places. And I mean, you have waterfalls, just amazing waterfalls everywhere. I mean, it was just that. There were just the beauty of the area. Everywhere you went in Yellowstone, there's a geyser. They're not all going off. So we're waiting for this one geyser. All these guys are there with cameras. It's going off in 50 minutes. So we waited like 65 and it didn't go, so we left. But meanwhile, across the way, there was a little tiny geyser, like a foot tall. And every 10 minutes or so, it would go off. It's cute. It was like a foot tall. And so Liz was watching that one while I was waiting for the other one. And so we finally took a movie. So we named that after our granddaughter. It's Myron's geyser. So, because it's a little cute little one, just like she is. So, in any case, we went to what was the town? Jackson, Wyoming. Jackson, Wyoming is right, Jackson Hole, and I was like, "So is this Jackson Hole, Wyoming?" And they're like, "No, it's Jackson, Wyoming." And then, they're really mad because Jackson Hole took the name of the ski resort. Little towns are funny like that. But we stayed in this place.
Well, if it's their one thing that
Let's
they
name
have.
the town. I don't even know what Jackson it's named after. Probably Lewis and Clark had a guy that, helped with the horses. His name was Jackson. I don't know. But we stayed at the Painted Buffalo, and it was really nice. Except for the bus parked in front of our room. But that's okay.
Oh, what a bastard.
I know. But the nights were just so clear. I took some pictures of the evening vistas. We were only out after dark, that was like the only time. We never did see night because we'd go to bed early, get up early, and the sun was already up at 6.
Word. Well, let's get back to the beer, man. So this is a brewery that you actually visited.
Yeah, I did.
Well, can you tell us a little bit more about Epic, man? I mean, even if it's not the original spot, it sounds like it was a pretty cool location. They had a good,
yeah.
Did you do like a tour and all that, or you just kind of popped in,
small. It's just
ate a bunch of food, and drank a bunch of beer?
That's pretty much it. And but I went to it. I've been to it in Denver too. And it's a good brewery. They make really big beers, really good beers. They're known. They've been around a while. I don't know if it even says on here. But they've been around a long time. I know them. So their beers are all good. Big good beers. They make wheat beers. I got one. You have to come over.
I was going to say, what Epics have I probably had before? Let me check my Untapped, and I can give that a look. What other Epic brews do you like?
Well, they make a whole series of IPAs, and they make a whole series of experimental beers. So like I say, they're all big beers. So I've had the Big Bad Baptist, Escape to Colorado. They have a Brainless series, Brainless on peaches, Brainless on raspberries, cherries, and then the one we liked the best, other than this one, I think this is as good as that, was I'm trying to find it here, Smoked and Oaked.
Oh,
that was a really good beer. Yeah, we had that to start when we were eating, and then we had a whole bunch of other beers, and they were like, "Oh, we got time for one more. Liz goes, let me have another Smoked and Oaked." And I'm like, "Yeah, let me have another one." And then I brought a bottle back too, so I have a bottle of that and a bottle of the wheat beer that was really good.
Sweet.
At the house, so
I have to keep an eye out for those ones. But all right, man. Well, let's go ahead and untap this bad boy. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, it's a good barley wine. We got high alcohol content.
At least closer than it
nice lacing, good taste. I'd be wrong if I didn't give it at least a 4.75. Big good beer.
I will say that I think this is a little step up from the last one. It's still not quite as barley wine-ish as I think of a barley wine.
Mild barley wine.
It is still a mild barley wine, which is fine. It's a good beer. Like I said, it's I feel like for me, when I think of a barley wine, I'm thinking of at least 12%. And this one's not quite there, right? What'd you say, 10 something?
11.1.
11.1.
Very close.
It's very close, yeah. But and again, it's not as dark as I would think as either. It's got a nice amber color. But the flavor is there. It is delicious, and it is Epic Brewing. So, like I said, what did I give? A 4.25 on the other one. This one's probably a little better. I'll give it a 4.5. 4.5. Definitely a good brew, man.
Well, I'm noticing it's not even on Untapped yet.
Is it?
We may have to add this one.
All right. Well, I'll leave that up to you, my good sir. But there you go, man. The Barleywine episode. I'm feeling pretty good. This is a good one, man. I appreciate you bringing these all the way from cross country too, man. That's very nice of you to bring the brews that length of a way for us.
It's very nice of you. Let me come on here and drink.
So did you have to drive back with them, or did you check these? Because you can't bring this on the plane. Yeah, you got to check it, huh?
What I do is I won't now wrap them with my dirty underwear. No, I'm just kidding. I always bring like a couple of I have a really thick sweatshirt, and what I'll do is I'll put one, if they'll fit in a shoe, I'll put them in a shoe. And if not, I'll wrap like one in the sweatshirt, and then I'll put like shoes on either side, all four sides, so it wouldn't hit. And then I do the same thing with like a couple T-shirts around one. So I had four, and I put one in Liz's bag in the middle of hers. So they all made it. I've done this maybe 20 times. I only lost one bottle ever.
I was gonna say, you just gotta hope that you don't get that D-bag flight guy that's mad at his girlfriend and kicking luggage into the bottom.
I use like a North Face soft bag, big giant, but it's waterproof. Liz, did they break? I don't know until I open it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Doesn't come out when it breaks. It stays in.
Well, there you go. There's the barley wine. The Brewsday Tuesday in the book. I think I could be wrong, but I think next week we're gonna actually have a special guest on Brewsday Tuesday for the first time.
Really?
So we'll see how that goes.
Santa Claus is coming?
Yes. Yeah, it is the 6, mid...
it's going to be my birthday.
Was it half Christmas?
It's my real birthday.
Oh, that's right. It is your birthday, too.
My not Huck persona's birthday.
Well, we'll have to see. We might have something in store for your birthday next week.
Not always a good thing.
Oh, yeah, well, time will tell on that one. Be sure to tune in next week. But as always, Huck, I appreciate you coming in, man, and bringing the brews. Brewsday Tuesday, that's Huck from Huck's Beer Buzz, hucksbeerbuzz.com. He's on all the social media like that. We will take a quick break, and we'll be back, Barleywine, after this.